doesn't matter to me. As long as my love, you are safe, it's okay. Don't ever ask to leave this beautiful world we know, 'cause they just don't understand that why it's insignificant. I will find a new way to love you, to love you. Why? I will find a new way to love you, to love you. I will find a new way to love you, to love you. I will find a new way to love you, to love you. I will find a new way to love you, to love you. I will find a new way to love you. Woo!
Yeah!
Stop acting like your homeboy is mine. He just doesn't even care. Saw him rolling, acting lively again. Smashing man's front of the ice cream truck. Tell your guy stop playing, 'cause he's really moving loose. Girls, all these girls, there's so much just like when they don't know what to do. Money, money, money makes me move nowadays. Yeah, I was cold and I was hungry on the wrong side of my base. Held me down and kept me really fucking safe, but didn't care about no alpha male. Swinging dick ways and this bread comes up, still I'm know you, yeah. Drag pop off the platform, drag off all your hair. You better be able to speak English, so you see gonna fight, but have my arm across his chest like, don't you even try to see this boy that loves me. See that hate fly so easy. You don't know me, nah, you don't know me, yeah. You don't know my life, so I keep my team in case shit pops off. Well, I gotta agree, be on the defensive. This gal in there, I'm just gonna end it. But don't touch him, just don't touch him, no, don't touch him. He ain't from sides, he lives a different life. He ain't from the ends, you don't understand. He ain't from the bits, being trying to bust his lip, but just being with his girl, yeah, this time for it, 'cause it's too much. Drinking cherry beer, you never been a G. You're on these streets, you're like only 17. So don't step to man, 'cause you don't understand. No, you don't understand. Stop acting like your homeboy is mad. He just doesn't give a fuck. Saw him rolling, acting lively again. Dashing man's front of the ice cream truck. Tell your guy stop playing, 'cause he's really moving loose. Girls, all these girls, like so much to slide, they don't know what to do. Yeah, 'cause I'm a hood bitch and I've seen hood shit, and I ain't gonna get into it, no way. Come again, I'm a hood bitch, yeah, I've seen hood shit, and I ain't gonna say what goes down in the streets, yo. Yeah, you don't know what I said, you don't really know what I'm on, so don't step to man, 'cause you don't understand. I keep my ting in case shit pops off, yeah. I keep my ting in case shit pops off. I keep my ting in case shit pops off. loads of buttons. There's a lot happening. And yeah, like I've been looping since 2016. I had a small looper, 1-track looper. This is a 5-track looper. And I've just recently acquired this over the past 2 months. So I'm still getting to grips with it, but we move. Let's go into the next track. So the next track is going to be Gono Creds. Still got a Sony Ericsson phone. When I'm feeling alone, my galley go boots and still eyeliner. Asking me all the time why the hell I am hung up, fed up, moody, pissed. I can't get over what my man did, so I spend my time with a waste man. I don't think they understand. So I said, call me back, because I ain't got no present. First thing that you ask me is if I'm alright. Say you got a free yard in West. Cool, you're asking me how I'm dressed. Blessed, but this thing is so fucking dead. This thing is so fucking dead. I'm gonna know why did you treat me so I'm gonna know why did you treat me so but I can't believe I ever had her. Can't believe I spent so many days with a waste dude. I'm gonna know why did you treat me so I'm gonna know why did you treat me so I can't believe I ever had her. Can't believe I spent so many days with a waste dude. Thank you so much. I was building it so elaborately. It happens. Alright, let's move. I've got one pre-recorded, so let's go with that. Alright. See, completely different, right? gas me up when I'm fretting. I wanna level up, I'm still breading. And yeah, I like the way you pattern it on. Made me feel good when it's never enough. You be doing this when it gets rough. But when it keeps yours, I'll be splitting it up when I'm not feeling like a lending, yeah. When I'm not feeling like a lending, yeah. I go crazy every time I look in your eyes. It's not a cliche, babe. Stay all day with me. I wanna be the one you need, please. I don't give a what he said, she said. We make beautiful come to life. And if you ask, be mine. Even though I never wanna get married, I can never be carried around by you, cause I act too rude and I always leave. Never wanna get close, you know. I'm difficult, but I make time. Even though there's never time to rap, recording, and crying. I just don't care. When you're here, I feel myself just melt away. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And when I'm not feeling like a landing, will you buy me up when I'm stressing? Will you gas me up when I'm fretting? I wanna level up, I'm still reading. And yeah, I like the way you plan it on. Made me feel good when it's never enough. You be doing this when it gets rough. But when it keeps yours, I'll be splitting it off when I'm not feeling like a landing, yeah. Yeah, when I'm not feeling like a landing, yeah. And I'm thinking of your heart at night, running up in the corners of your eyes, looking by the last time I let it overlay you. I never said that I was perfect, but I tried to love it my own way, even though my love is strange. Y los días que no me siento guapa, yo me acuerdo de todo lo que me hablaba. Contigo yo me siento relajada, baby, yo sigo valorando tu palabra. Y los días que no me siento guapa, yo me acuerdo de todo lo que me hablaba. Papi, contigo yo me siento relajada, baby, yo sigo valorando tu palabra. Hey. Y los días que no me siento guapa. Thank you so much, London Metropolitan.
So moving. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you like how you actually started experimenting with music as an artist.
So when I was 12 years old, I really wanted to be a rapper, and and I eventually became a rapper. Right now I'm 32, so that's 20 years ago. And essentially, I think that I became a multidisciplinary artist because of the necessity to be able to create and facilitate my own music. So I started with music production, which in the early 2000s was really difficult to come across the equipment. And then I began to do music production and then moved into live looping. And that's kind of, I find live looping a really, like as you're saying, like a really nice way to archive the sounds that, or archive the thoughts that I experience. And interestingly enough, I don't have any of my music online in a accessible format like Spotify, for example. Most of my stuff is performed live musically. So yeah, so for me, I find it a really nice process to know that things are going to be different each time. As you saw with my last song, I was like, I've got it, and I, it comes to me in the moment, and then sometimes as well naturally doesn't. But it's nice to be able to share my music in this way and not in that recorded format of like you can just go into YouTube and flick through. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And how about your films?
So with the film making process, because I'm a multidisciplinary artist, I rely a lot on film over the years to be able to convey poetry, stories, or even just capture moments of time. So one of the pieces that is exhibiting here, I'm still gassed by London Metropolitan Archives. It's got 5 ways to run. And it's really, sorry, it's a film about especially in lockdown, I filmed that through the pandemic. In the background is like isolation and loneliness, but then in the foreground is like resilience, varying forms of identity. So it was nice to be able to share that.
Yeah, of course.
Through that.
Do you have any questions, or do you want to join the conversation? Yes, please.
Oh yeah. I'm just going to ask, I'm a lyrics man, I'm always interested in lyrics. When I hear lyrics performed, I almost get it like movie flashes, you know? And so I was interested in how you approach your lyrics.
I
How they
actually,
come to you.
I improvise them. So today's not improvised, but the initial process, I don't write things down. I will make the music, record it, freestyle what I'm gonna make, and then go back and write it, or sometimes rehearse it from memory. So yeah, sometimes they just lyrics just come to me. Yeah. So,
Very good.
We were just having a conversation about this before the set today, and then we were exchanging about that.
yeah.
As I was saying about it's kind of you wait for the conditions to be right for it to come, and then it just kind of it's just kind of there in the moment.
Yeah, I think it is like, because I know Timur is a songwriter as well. Some things that you can end up writing about things that seem like they're about one thing. Like the song that you showed me earlier in the green room, I thought that was like a love song, but it was actually an alternative relationship, which I found quite interesting. And sometimes lyrics can cut, like as musicians or writers, things can come to you, and then it's only when you reflect on them years after you're like, wow, that was so powerful. It comes across in that way. So yeah.
And where do you perform usually?
Oh, I appear in loads of different spaces. So
if people wanted to follow you and where they can find you, actually.
Okay, so I don't have social media at the minute,
Okay.
which I'm navigating. I'm like flirting with the idea of should I do Instagram next year?
Yes.
Or, at the minute, I've got my mailing list, so the QR code for the mailing list is on the banner, and also my online store. But to be fair, it's probably better to buy stuff today because the online stuff is almost sold out. But yeah, sometimes I'm in spaces like this, like Archive. I have been performing regionally across the UK. Hopefully will also be performing in Spain. But my work takes me into loads of different spaces: classical music spaces, filmmaking spaces, dance spaces, theatre spaces across the UK. So yeah. And also like film online and live stream spaces as well. So yeah. But yeah, it's a massive privilege to be in here alongside all of this historic stuff from the archive. I was talking with Dani, the organizer of the event, just about the amount of things that are available as London citizens, London residents to come in and view. So if you are interested in getting an archive membership, I believe it's relatively easy to do, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's really nice to be here. So yeah.
Thank you so much also for everything, and also to you. It was wonderful. If there's any other question, we can definitely continue the conversation. Yes, please.
So after your long career, how many songs approximately will you have?
On my computer there is probably about 1,200. Seriously. but only a few have made it to the light of day. Like some of them I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to hear that ever again. But because of just the process of rehearsal and as you said about archiving sound, for me it's really significant, not just for is introspective stuff, but more as well context of things. So I might say right now, oh, in 2007 it was like this, and then I might hear a track, say for instance about travel, right? Oh, in 2007 I think we had Oyster cards, and I might have a specific song that said I used my child travel card to do this. So that's the archival significance of some of the sound stuff. And I mean, people come across these kind of things in notebooks, and so yeah, it's really important. I think it's not really common knowledge that you can just, I suppose, approach archives, bring things that are significant to you and ask them to be held historically, you know, as
No, it's absolutely very important that we're just kind of like pushing those traditional limits as well. And I think Dani was just talking about it on the other room, that how we can just expand it, and there are like other ways of archiving things and other types of archives. And I think today is just all about that basically. It's not only queer archives, but just like our archives has to be in this archive.
Or in an archive.
Yeah,
I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Just so I work here, that it's not that it has to be this one.
Exactly.
But someone, this might be a fit, it might not be.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
more about being somewhere. And it's interesting to think about sound as well, how only very recently we've been able to record something like record the sound. What gets lost or gained as it comes into a different space. I'm thinking about a project we're going to try to get off the ground next year about the sounds we have in our archive, also descriptions of sounds we have in our archive, something as well, and how if it's our job, if you like, to like record like London history for 1,000 years, say, well, how much of that is sound and how much of that survives?
Yeah.
Over the centuries, only a couple of types of things survive, but more and more at the present day, all these different kind of formats survive, and what that means for history and recorded past. To me, that's very interesting. Might be to anybody else, but I spent a lot of time here.
I suppose it's like contributing to legacy and you know whatever that means in everyone's individual ways. And there's definitely some gems like that. Dani, the organizer of the curated, and almost to you, things that you come across like from like hundreds of years ago that are really relevant to how things function in day-to-day life now.
And sound is so evocative. I don't get the tube very often, but I got the tube the other day in North London. Grew up around there, haven't been around there for ages. And there was something about hearing the sounds of the Doors and Jubilee line that I've not heard for 10 years. It really takes you back, and it then puts you into like a different sort of like a different kind of compartment in your mind. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, even sometimes when you look at films and you see buses from like the 1990s, and you're like, what? They were like that, because you know every few years they get replaced or whatever. But you know, it's those things that you know we can miss out, and archives kind of preserve that, I suppose, which is cool. So. Yeah, it's a massive privilege to be here, and thank you as well so much for having me and for listening to myself and Timur's work today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.